Yeah, so I just finished losing my ARAM Clash games, and I just had another brilliant idea for the League client. I really wish they would just hire me as like the product manager or something. So when you scroll down here on your matches, you can only go down to the last 20. And I've created a guide, for example, before where you can like download replays. And so maybe, I downloaded this one. So if I play 3 more matches and I can no longer see this Akali game, the last one, then at least I have it downloaded and I can see it in my documents folder. But if you think about it, this is really just a low standard that we've all accepted. That we can only look at our last 20 matches, but we can't look at match number 21. So I think what League should do is just add this button right here on their match history, and this loads the next 20 matches. And then you can click it again, and it loads another 20. Now what this is kind of like an infinitely scrolling thing. And normally right now on a stats website, that's really easy to implement, just like looking at your match history. And I thought, well, maybe a reason they don't implement this is because they need to also add this button here and let you download and watch the replays. So I did more digging, and all the things like all the internet-based information that you load on the client, it's basically on something called the LCU. So there are ways that you and me and anyone can easily create their own local program that basically just emulates the client. And I found out that it's really easy to write a program that just downloads a game if you just have the game ID. So if you look at a match and you just click here on the game ID, it'll copy it, and that's all you need. To run your program though, you also have to have the client open and be logged into the same region that you want to download the game from. But basically what I'm trying to say is that downloading the replay is not like a bottleneck for why they don't implement this like load next 20 matches feature. And like I explained before, loading it without the replay button is really easy as well. So they really have no excuse here why they can't just add a button here that says show next 20 matches. And maybe you'll say, well, maybe it's like a performance thing, right? Maybe if you load more than 20 matches, like you have too many visuals or something, and then it's like, oh, all these visuals are going to make the client bug out and crash. But then we could just pivot, right? So instead of having this button here that says show more and keeps kind of like endlessly loading like this, you can instead just have like a page system. So like right now it's displaying the first 20 matches, and then it just has a button that says next page and previous page. And then when you click next page, it clears up all these 20 matches and it shows you matches 20 to 40. And then if you click next page again, then it clears up all those matches and it shows you pages 40 to 60. So only 20 matches are shown at a single time, but you can page through them to look through all your matches. And then maybe the last if, answer, or buts you can put in is like, oh, well, maybe there's too many requests that you make, because it's only one request here, one network call to be like, show me 20 matches. And then if I click again, it'll be another request. So you might be like, well, Riot doesn't want to let like millions of people infinitely load an infinite amount of matches. But then you could just cap it, Even if you cap it at 5 pages with 20 matches per page, you'd be letting your players see their last 100 matches, which is enough for like 99% of people in a single patch. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure like even like switching these already sends like another network call. So 5 pages shouldn't be a problem at all for any reason. To be honest, it could copy a lot of things, and like even this feature right here, like swap between your rank flex and your ARAM matches and your solo queue matches. And I don't know if they have normal, but like, yeah, normal matches. Some people might think I'm trolling, but this takes like 1 to 3 lines of code to implement. Like right here, if you just add a tab that says normal ranked ARAM, or if right below this, right below this general tab, you write another conditional tab that just lets you switch between normals, ranked, or ARAMs. You can either take the matches that are already loaded and then literally write 1 line of code that says dot filter queue type is equal to ARAM, and that's it. That's all you have to write. Or if we don't want to write it like 5-year-olds, we can make it a separate network call. And all we'd be doing is like reusing the current network call that loads all our matches, but we pass in as an option to the network call queue type is equals to ARAM. Like, gun to my head right now, I could implement the entire thing in like 3 days, and so can the average like bad programmer. So Riot Games, please, you rich lazy fucks, please just add this to the game. It's really easy. I'm not even memeing. Please stop reworking the ranked icons for the 20th time, or the mastery icons, or doing all these like event visuals that are completely useless, and just implement an actual useful feature for once, which takes like 3 days max. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We're closing in on 300 subscribers, so I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.